Okay, we're group not 9. We're talking about Google. Um, Google is a infotech company based out of Silicon Valley. They were founded in 1998 by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They are currently uh, run offices in more than 60 countries and have employees around 54,000. Their market cap is around $284 billion, and they currently generate close to $800 million in cash per quarter, which is pretty big.
Google's corporate culture is focused on employees and innovation. Using Geert Hofstede's 6 dimensions, Google falls into the classifications of result-oriented, employee-oriented, professional-oriented, open, it's loose, and pragmatic.
Google's culture is result-oriented. The company believes that it's best to do one thing really, really well.
They're also employee-oriented, which means that they make a concerted effort to keep their employees happy. Such things as free food at their corporate offices. They have basketball courts, volleyball courts, gyms. All of this is obviously free to their employees. Um, they have flexible work hours. Their main focus is as long as you get your work done, you can kind of set your own hours. So all these things kind of tie into the idea that as far as the 6 dimensions, they want to focus on their employees because they realize that their employees are the source of their success.
Google is also professional-oriented. To get hired by Google, you have to have a minimum of 8 interviews, and employees are scored on a 25-point performance metric.
Google is also has an open culture. The company believes that you can be serious without a suit.
They try to focus on kind of a loose framework. They have what can be quoted as a flat corporate structure, which means that there's not a lot of hierarchical positions. I think that the ratio is about 1 manager to every 40 employees. With contrast that with most companies having about a 1-to-6 ratio. So that the idea is that the employees are empowered. They try to keep them informed with regards to developments within the company. They try to disseminate information as thoroughly as possible. All this is also tied in to the idea that the smarter and the more equipped that their employees are with the tools to kind of succeed, the better that the company's going to do.
Google is also pragmatic. It likes to create things to solve problems. Most of their innovation is geared to solving problems. And they work by the 70-20-10 model. And what this model is essentially, it's built with the employee creativity in mind. It essentially divides Google's resources 3 ways. 70% is dedicated to their core search and advertising products, 20% is dedicated to adjacent products that foster more innovation, and then 10% is dedicated to the most experimental products. The Google Chrome browser, Gmail, and Google Docs have all come from the 20% afforded to the innovative product. And recently, Google's web browser Chrome surpassed Microsoft's Internet Explorer as the most used, or the browser that has the most market share in 2013.
All this kind of adds up to how their corporate culture affects their performance. And seeing as how the company is, as we stated before, their market cap makes them probably, I think, at least in the top 20 of the largest corporations in the world, if not the top 10. with a stock market cap at around $264 million. So the idea is that they create this corporate culture of pragmatism, loosely oriented, flatter corporate structure, the idea that their employees are empowered to make decisions, sometimes with detrimental effects, but that they try not to make their employees feel like they shouldn't make decisions. If a decision if a decision causes the company to lose money, that employee isn't going to get fired right away. If it happens often, maybe that's another option. But the idea is that with their employees being empowered, they feel like they can make their own decisions without fear of losing their job or damage to their career. So that the idea is that they can move quick, they're fast, they're agile when it comes to creating new projects, problem solving, and also that they divide their projects up into groups of 5 or 6 and then tackle these different problems in a very direct, results-oriented way.
Thank you very much.
And that's it.